So all night I've been making self-defense videos, and I want to talk about a high-profile case that is about self-defense. And this is the George Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case. It happened over 10 years ago. If you don't know what this case is about, I'm gonna play this little clip, and then I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on why I think this is self-defense, or was self-defense.
17-year-old Trayvon Martin was walking home from the 7-Eleven after purchasing Skittles and iced tea. Self-appointed neighborhood watch captain George Zimmerman spotted Martin and called a non-emergency police line.
This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining and he's just walking around looking about.
Okay, this guy, you want black or Hispanic?
He looks black.
Are you following him?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't need you to do that.
Okay.
After the call ended, the dispatcher sent a patrol car. According to police, Zimmerman claims he stepped out of his vehicle to check which street he was on. That was when Martin attacked him from behind. Neighbors heard the men fighting. They reported hearing a single gunshot. The dispatched patrol officer arrived to find Martin dead on the ground. Zimmerman reportedly was bleeding from the nose. But new evidence from Martin's unnamed girlfriend suggests that it was Zimmerman who instigated the confrontation. The girlfriend told police Martin called her just before his death, telling her he was being followed. Martin told her he was going to lose his follower shortly before she heard him say, "What are you following me for? What are you doing around here?" came the reply. She believes someone then pushed Martin as she heard his earpiece fall and the line went dead. Seconds later, Martin was dead. Neighbors who went outside to investigate recall a nonchalant Zimmerman telling them to call the police.
All right. Now, why I think it was self-defense, it's because of this reason. What would you do if you lived in the hood at nighttime and someone's following you? Would you wait for them to, approach you and maybe they're gonna give you candy, or maybe they're gonna give you money or something, or B, you think I'm about to get robbed. I live in the hood. I walk home every night at nighttime, and I'm a grown-ass man. I'm gonna tell you this: when somebody follows me, and I've been followed on multiple occasions, and I've been approached on a couple, my blood it's spiking. My heartbeat is going through the roof, and I'm armed, and I still think that that something could happen. And it's kind of a rule in the streets that you don't talk to strangers, especially in nighttime and especially in the hood. You mind your own business, because ain't nothing good happening. People who from the hood know this. People who ain't from the hood, like George Zimmerman, or maybe the people on his trial, don't know this stuff. That you mind your own business, because people are always trying to look for an easy mark. Imagine if you had a daughter, and as she's walking home, some dude's following her. Does it not make sense that she would defend herself before the dude attacks her? Because usually, if you know self-defense, if the person attacks you first, you're done. You usually have to be the first one to strike first to survive. Now, when I say this case is self-defense, I say self-defense, but the thing is, the person who committed the self-defense ended up dead because the other person had a gun. That's right. I don't think George Zimmerman is innocent. I think he's guilty. He followed somebody in the hood at nighttime, and what did he expect was gonna happen? If I was Trayvon Martin, I would have thrown down too. But the only thing is, I would have been armed. It's a shame that he got found out guilty. Again, I believe the versions of events that his girlfriend said. I don't believe for a freaking moment that Trayvon Martin just randomly attacked this dude. Especially, again, he just bought some candy, a freaking drink, and he was walking home. Why would he just randomly I'm gonna rob this dude, I'm gonna attack this dude? That makes no sense. He's walking home and as he was walking home, he noticed he was being followed. Hey, look, if I'm the same way. If I'm being followed, and for some reason this person keeps approaching me, and I'm pretty sure George Zimmerman, that's what happened. He approached him, asking him, "Hey, what are you doing in this neighborhood or whatnot?" And then, who knows? Maybe Trayvon Martin did throw the first punch. I would have done the same thing, because you do not approach somebody in the hood. If somebody approaches me in the hood at nighttime, I'm throwing down. If I approach somebody, I expect them to throw down at me. You keep your distance. You don't talk to people. If you don't believe me, go try it. Go to a really, really bad neighborhood at nighttime and just walk the streets. See how you act. See how people act. Nobody's friendly. You mind your own business. You move along. If somebody approaches you, it's trouble. Especially if it's really, really dark. Apparently, it was raining. It ain't. It doesn't take too much common sense. The jury got it wrong, and it's probably because the jury's not from the hood. It's a shame. I don't know. What would you do? What would you do if you were Trayvon Martin? If somebody was following you at nighttime, what would you do? If somebody was following a family member of yours, let's say Trayvon Martin was a girl. Let's say same thing happened, but he was a girl. But would you still believe George Zimmerman was innocent? If again, a girl goes walking to the store, is walking home, and this happened, whose version would you believe more? That, oh yeah, she attacked me and I defended myself. Does that make any sense? Now, people, I think part of the reason why the jury didn't convict him was because Trayvon was a man. If he was a woman, it would have been a different case. And also because it might have been because he was black. But I mainly think it was because he's a man. And as a man, they might have pictured that he's more violent, or that maybe he was an aggressor. And my thing is this: if he was the aggressor, I would have been completely okay with it. Because again, what do you expect somebody to do when they're being followed in the hood at nighttime? Just keep that in mind. This didn't happen in daytime in a public area. Put that same scenario. And if you don't believe me that Trayvon Martin was innocent, go try this out yourself. Go to the worst neighborhood in your city or in your state or in anywhere you could find, and walk the streets at nighttime by yourself, and see how you feel, and see how people all around you act, and go and follow people and approach them. See what happens. See if you don't get attacked. This is a shame, and I don't know what else to say. It just if somebody follows you, at least be armed nowadays. That's why I'm armed. Even like I said, I stay armed, but even then I'm afraid, because again, you just never know what could happen.